Hey guys, so I just wanted to make a video explaining my camera. Some of you might notice a difference. Is there a video out yet? Yeah, there's some clips out in a vlog. And you might start to notice maybe the quality is a little bit less or shakiness. I think that's two of the main things you're gonna notice. So here's the deal. The camera that I've been using for the past 2.5 years is the Canon G7X Mark II. And it's a great camera. It really is. It has the flip up screen that the vloggers want so you can see yourself. It's got really good quality, great depth of field so it blurs the background. This camera can also come out more, or the screen. So if you're doing above the head shots, you can aim this at yourself and you can see it. And yeah, it's a great camera. It really is. It's huge though. It's big. Not only is this thick, but you got this whole lens thing popping up too. Throw this in a pair of jeans, it's noticeable, it's uncomfortable. You have a slightly tighter pair of jeans, it's not getting in there, it's tough. For the old school, the plus side of things viewers, you may remember this little guy. You remember this little guy? The GoPro Hero 3 Plus Silver. Now back in the day, I got this and I was excited for it. I think I used it for about a year. And maybe a couple years ago, I got rid of it. I sold it on eBay and I upgraded to the GoPro Hero 5 Session. That's that little black square one. It's like half the size of this and shorter. It's just black cube basically. And you don't need a case for that for underwater. And I was upgrading my GoPro, I got rid of this, and I've been kicking myself ever since. Now, obviously, I rebought it recently, and I'm going back to daily vlogging on this guy. I'm gonna give you as many reasons as I can shoot off at the top of my head, but there are so many reasons. Now, back in the day when I researched this, I did a lot of research because when you're looking at underwater cameras, a lot of times the audio is horrible because it's not an audio camera, it's an underwater camera. It's a sporty camera. It's not made for amazing quality audio. A lot of the underwater cameras have very muffled audio, and just the slightest touch on the camera, moving it in your hands, you're gonna hear like a sound, and it's horrible. This camera, in order for it to be underwater, has a case. I don't have it with me, but it's a plastic case that goes over it and seals it in so that it's waterproof. A lot of the, or all the new GoPros now are just waterproof as is. But because of that, the audio is horrible. So at the time, I researched all of the GoPros that were out there, and I tried to find people on YouTube using it with the audio. And this is by far the best audio on a GoPro I've ever heard. And I went with it. And I used it for like a year, and I was so happy with it. But then eventually I was like, you know what, I need to upgrade. Everybody's getting the G7X. It's such a good camera and it looks good. And the stabilization is awesome. And it's like, yeah, all those things are true. But it has taken away from the vlogs a lot. Whether you thought of it or not, but this has taken a lot away from the vlogs. And I'll try to get into it. I'll try to talk about it. Obviously, portability. Throwing this in my pocket, I'm a lot less likely to even just bring it to the next room. Throw this in my pocket, I don't even notice it. But for me to throw this in my pocket just to go in the next room, I'm like, well, why? Just leave it on the counter over there. And then it's like I'm in the other room and I'm like, oh, the camera's over there. Yeah, I'm not gonna record this little moment here because I don't have it with me. I'm not gonna go run and get it. Meanwhile, this thing is in my pocket and I don't even know it. So I'm like, pull it out. One little thing. I'm not even going to get to all the reasons, but a lot of stupid little things. I'll give you another quick little example. There was a time, this is like years ago, I don't know why I remember this, but we went to Chipotle and I was going to carry the tray of the food from the counter to the table, and I was vlogging with this. I remember before I left the counter, I turned it on real quick, turned it on, put it on my tray, and carried the tray with this, and you got this cool view of being on the tray with the food, and you can kind of see where I'm going, heading towards a table, and it was just a cool little shot. And I enjoy things like that. I enjoy creativity like that. Can I do it with this guy? Technically, yeah. Will I do it? No. I definitely will not be pulling this out at the counter. It's huge, right? Turn it on, it gets even bigger. This thing comes out, the screen is huge, it's on. You gotta make sure it's in focus because this thing gets out of focus. Another thing that's awesome about this camera, it's never out of focus. For whatever reason, it's always in focus. Zoom in real quick, it's in focus. Zoom out, it's still in focus. This thing, it's all over the place. You gotta make sure it's in focus. And then it's balancing. It's balancing because this is a weight over here and it's going very wobbly. This is a square that just sits there nice and steady. So for that specific shot, you're not getting it with this camera. Look at it, it's fuzzy right now. And now it's good. Let's try to think of other, okay, so yeah. Another big thing is out in public, in stores. I was just grocery shopping right now with this thing and it felt amazing. It felt liberating because it brought me back to the days like when I used to use this and it's so good. Okay, so I was going through the grocery store and there were people around and I still pulled it out and I vlogged because it's so inconspicuous. It's tiny, it's small. When I went grocery shopping with this thing, you're lucky to see a clip. Or two. You're lucky to see 2 clips of me pulling it out, and I quickly put it away because it's so huge and ridiculous. Like, why does that guy have a huge camera in the store? That guy's weird. I mean, like, whatever, but still, you feel weird. I always got to pull this thing up because of the whole focus thing. You know, if it was always in focus, then yeah, I could just vlog like this. I don't need to see myself. I know what I'm aiming at. I've been doing this for like 7 years. I know where I'm aiming the camera generally. But I do it mainly because like it's not in focus. I have to make sure it's in focus. The reason for this video is I just want to explain it. I know there's going to be comments, some people saying like, are you using a different camera? It's a lot more wobbly or the quality is not as great. The downfall, there is downfall going from this to this. The quality will go down and this has really good stabilization. This one does not, but I'm going to try my best to keep my arm stable as much as possible. It's just the sacrifice of using this is not worth it to me. The videos are going to be way more entertaining and way better with this. And you have to sacrifice a little bit of shakiness, a little bit of less quality. But honestly, the quality is good on this. I'm even impressed with low light. GoPros generally don't have very good low light capabilities because they're made for outdoors. They're made for sports, being in the sun, you know? But honestly, pretty darn good camera. And the audio is amazing to me too, for what it is. Another small example, on the boardwalk. We go on rides sometimes, roller coasters with Sophia, whatever, right? I remember I used to take this thing on the rides. You pull it out of your pocket mid-ride, you get a little shot, you're like, ooh, it's very exciting vlog. Ah! You know, it's exciting. It's exciting for you guys to see that and for me to look back on it and all that stuff. Have I ever taken this huge monstrosity out on the rides? No, it's huge. First of all, I don't think the ride operators would like that, and they would say, don't do that, sir, put that away. Second of all, do I really want to hold this huge camera? No, it's huge. I need an entire hand to hold this and secure it, especially. I'd have to hold it something like this to make sure I don't drop it, hit somebody in the head, you know what I mean? Like, that's not safe. But this is like, it's so easy. It's in my palm, holding on to the thing. I just go, whatever. It's so much better. You're gonna get much more footage out of this camera, believe me guys, than me using this camera. So I know there's a lot more examples I can get into, but those two, that example right there of just being small and inconspicuous, I will be taking this out a lot more often. Like I was at the grocery store, I don't know how many times I pulled this out, maybe 10 different times, showing you things that I bought, and there were people not that far away. When I was vlogging with this, like I said, you would be lucky to get 1 or 2 shots in the whole store, and I'm rushing to put it away. But like this thing, I'm like, whatever. Somebody there. It even gets hidden by your hand a little bit, depending on how you're holding it. It's like I don't even care. There were people like a few feet away, and I was vlogging my cart, and it felt so much better than taking this huge thing out. So I think I just wanted to explain myself. I know people will start noticing quality and shakiness. I know people notice stuff like that, and I just wanted to give the reason why. You're gonna get way better videos out of this than this. So recently I decided to buy this. I was kicking myself for selling it years ago, and I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna buy it. So I sold my GoPro Session 5. I didn't like that camera. This is way better, and this is now my main vlogging camera. I'm gonna keep this one for the sit-down videos like this one. Actually, this is being recorded on my iPhone simply because I wanted to have both of these cameras in the video. But generally, this kind of a video I would use with this. I would use this for that. Set it on a camera, fix the blurriness, and then go. You know what I mean? Like diet update videos, I'll be doing with this. But general daily vlogs, yeah, I'm gonna go with this. It's just way better, just because of the portability and the conspicuousness of it. Is that a word? I know inconspicuous is a word, but is conspicuous a word? It's not noticeable. It's very easily hidden. Even at the park yesterday, I'd feel weird to just be like, okay, so yeah, there's not a lot of people here, or there's a lot of people here. But this thing was like hidden behind my hand, and I was able to just nonchalantly talk to the camera without having to feel funny about having this huge camera. You know what I mean? So those are just kind of like big reasons. There's a lot of little examples of why this is better than that. I'm not gonna bore you guys too much, but I just wanted to talk to you guys about that. So hopefully you guys enjoy. Hopefully you guys are okay with this. Like I said, the videos are gonna be way better, so why wouldn't you be better with this than this? Hopefully. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Anyway, if you did, give it a thumbs up, hit subscribe, hit the bell, and I'll see you guys next time. Have a good day.